Now, we've heard some of the Republicans talking about and poo-pooing what the governor had to say about the spending plan. David Cruz, our senior political correspondent, is still in the State Assembly, and he has a guest there, Michelle Sakurka. She leads the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. David?
Yeah, Michael, they cleared out the Assembly chambers, so they put us out in the hallway, but Michelle Sakurka has agreed to hang with us here in the hallway. Michelle, nice to see you again.
Thank you. Same here.
So let's pick up where we had just a discussion on set about the corporate responsibility fee. The governor says it's going to help make possible for more people to pay for their health care.
Dave, everything we heard today is about increased spending, and increased spending on the back of business who's already maxed out in the state of New Jersey. New mandates every day, minimum wage, paid sick leave, expanded family care. You've got predictive scheduling coming. You've got independent contractor bill, right? And now you want to put more cost on New Jersey business?
At the same time, the governor says that there's evidence to suggest that small business and are expanding and that incubators are having a positive effect on the expansion of small business in the state.
Have you been down Main Streets lately? I know who I talk to every day. I talk to businesses, small businesses in my communities who are being choked by the increased cost of doing business in the state of New Jersey today.
He did a checklist of investments, as he called them, health care, family planning, earned income tax credit, youth programs, opioid, help with the opioid crisis. All of these are things that most people could probably agree on, no?
Very important. These are extremely important programs, and that's where our money should be going, to safety net programs. Here's the issue. The issue is, where we've heard the governor today say that he's saving money in certain areas, what we heard the governor say today is he's increasing the budget and increasing taxes. This is in a good economy. So for every dollar saved, it's like we're spending two. Where is this sustainable in the future? We're the #1 tax state in the nation, and we're increasing our budget again, another in excess of 5%. So we're not saving money. We continue to talk about revenue. We're not talking about reform. We're increasing taxes on the most taxed state in the nation.
Let's talk about reform that, if it got any mention, I didn't hear it in the governor's speech today, but Republicans both mentioned reform as a priority. I imagine that you probably agree with that. What reforms do you think are necessary?
Oh, we've been preaching reforms for years now, and we know that the only way that we are going to fix our pension issues and our health care issues and our property tax issues and our infrastructure issues is on real reform, not nipping at the edges, real comprehensive reform. And we have a plan to do it. There have been people smarter than us who have sat together and come up with numerous examples of how we really move the needle in the state of New Jersey. The time for reform is now, not increased taxes.
Big push on increasing the pension contribution. That's good, isn't it?
Well, of course we want the pension funded, but the reality is it's not sustainable. We've increased our long-term debt in the state of New Jersey 382% over the last 10 years. Not sustainable. So now, if we don't go back and reform every dollar that we put in, all that's doing, it's like opening the window with the air conditioning on. We've got to fix the system first.
The governor made a quick reference to New Jersey Transit, said he's increasing funding to them, but he made no reference to a sustainable funding source, a regular annual funding source. You got a problem with that?
Absolutely. I mean, that is the concern. Right now, we're living off an overperforming corporate business tax, and we knew it was going to be overperforming. We said that 2 years ago. That's sunsetting next year, right? Where are any of these expenses and new spending sustainable in the future? All we're going to do is continue to need to fill the till more. And again, if we don't fix what's broken, every dollar we put in is a dollar not well spent.
On that corporate business tax, the Senate president said he's ready to not let that sunset in exchange for accepting a millionaire's tax. Two issues there. Let's talk about the CBT first and then the other one.
Well, I just heard tax, and you know where we are on that. The answer is no.
Straight up no, just that's all you're going to say.
Straight up no. We cannot afford to continue to increase taxes in the state of New Jersey, most taxed state in the nation, and we want to come back now and talk about continuing to increase spending and taxes. Reform, reform, reform.
All right, Michelle Sakurka, CEO of the NJBIA, New Jersey Industry Association. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.